I just had the black kid stand in front of the paralyzed cop and instantly identified his shooter.
Right, well, they were both there when he was shot, but this one, he pulled the trigger.
Just because after seeing the black boy's face, the police officer's pupils showed a slight contraction, and this subtle expression change was enough for me to understand his intention. But the boy's defense attorney showed disdain on the spot. How could a man who couldn't move his eyes possibly identify anyone? She had no idea what micro-expressions could reveal. However, the next second, the boy himself directly admitted to the crime and said the local drug dealer Trevor put him up to it. But I caught the corner of his mouth pulling back when he said Trevor's name. Classic duping delight. I knew Trevor must have nothing to do with this case, but Chief James still decided to find him, to see if he knew anything. Soon we caught him at Trevor's house. He told us that at the time of the incident, he first heard someone shouting loudly downstairs, then heard gunshots. James immediately realized that the person arguing downstairs might have witnessed the shooting. So he called the landlord and kept knocking on the door of the downstairs tenant Jenkins, but no one ever responded. At this time, I noticed a girl in the distance watching us. She pointed at the door and told us,
"He's dead."
It turned out that last night she'd seen someone in a yellow coroner jacket haul away a body. Hearing this, Chief James looked nervous. This meant that his subordinate might be related to the attack on Hardy. And in Jenkins' apartment, no signs of murder were found either. The old man had vanished like he'd evaporated. But I still had my witness. I showed Hardy photos of every cop who worked this beat. When I held up Holland's picture, those pupils contracted again.
That's Officer Hollander. That's confirmation. Well done, mate.
Then, 3 more officers were selected by Hardy in the same way. James couldn't process. His trusted officers were moving a dead body while abandoning one of their own. Just then, Agent Reynolds discovered that in a garbage station 3 blocks from the apartment, there was hidden a corpse of a 70-year-old white male. The deceased had been beaten before death and ultimately died from knife wound. After seeing the body, the landlord immediately identified him as Jenkins, but I saw a trace of strange guilt in the landlord's expression.
What's your problem with Jenkins over there?
Oh, nothing.
You see, I don't get it. It's deceit.
Why are you lying about this man's name?
The landlord immediately became flustered and stated he had no obligation to help us identify anyone, but the panic expression on his face had completely betrayed him. Obviously, he was hiding deeper secrets in his heart.